Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now, we're from Australia. We're from Sports Host, which is a little concept where we connect locals, travellers to locals to see sports. And we're in town to see a Blue Jays game tonight with some locals. When we heard you were training and the team was training, we were super excited because ice hockey in Australia is really starting to get some legs. We've just built some big centres in Australia. And so people would love to know a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about your background. Where are you from? And
I grew up in Vaughan, not too far from Toronto, and my dad grew up in England, moved over here, and kind of started hockey when I was 2 years old, started getting on skates, and ever since kind of didn't really get off of them, and it's worked out so far.
2 years of age, that's incredible. Okay.
Yeah. Not too bad.
That's insane. Okay, so who do you look up to in the sport? Who are your heroes in the sports? Who's the team that you followed growing up?
My team growing up, I loved watching the Leafs and Chicago and Pittsburgh. Those two teams were the kind of teams I liked watching. Obviously, Toronto was my hometown, and Chicago and Pittsburgh, I just liked how they played the game. And, I thought they had a lot of skill in their team, and those three teams are kind of the teams that whenever they're on, I try and watch.
Yeah. Any players you model yourself on?
I like Patrick Kane a lot. He's got a lot of skill with the puck and can really trick defensemen into thinking one thing and doing the next. So that's kind of the guy that I try and be like, and obviously he's pretty skilled with the puck.
Right. Any other sports you follow? Is there any other sports you have passionate about and you follow?
Obviously baseball. The Blue Jays are doing really well, and but nothing too else. When the NFL's on, then I kind of cue in every once in a while, do a game or so, but. Obviously, Super Bowl, you get to watch that. It's obviously pretty big, so that's about it, though.
And moments in hockey. Tell us about some of your biggest games and where what's been your special moments in the game.
My real special one, I'd say, is this past year, winning the Memorial Cup. We were down a goal with 4 minutes left, and then we tied it, and then we won in overtime. And kind of as a hockey player, you always dream of those moments, and it's pretty crazy to be in one of those kind of moments, and. Kind of everything's just rushing your blood, and the adrenaline's pumping. You don't even remember too much, but it was a memory that will last a lifetime.
Well, that's fantastic. So it's just working purely off of adrenaline. It's not. Do you get nervous, or is it all just in motion?
You get a little nervous. Obviously, you get shaky and stuff like that, but trying to think about it too much. You just try and have fun out there.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the aspirations? Where do you want to go?
Obviously, playing the NHL. That's every kid's goal growing up, and hopefully it comes soon, but you just got to keep working and getting better and better, and hopefully one day it happens.
And it looks like the Maple Leafs for you?
Hopefully. That's the goal.
Okay, so we're predicting from Australia that Stanley Cup is going to come when you're there. How does that feel?
Hopefully. I hope.
Because we're experts.
I hope. That sounds good to me.
That sounds good. Now, have you ever heard about Australian rules football?
I haven't. No, but my uncle actually lived in Australia for 6 years. And he made me a surfboard and stuff, and he sent it over to me, but he said it was unreal. He said I had to go visit one time. So
you have to. It's like, think of NFL, take off all the gear, a little bit faster, hard, crazy. So come out to Australia. Yeah. We'd love to see you.
For sure.
So thanks for giving us the time, mate.
Thanks
really appreciate it. Okay, we've got Paul and Bonnie, Mitch's parents. We've just been talking to Mitch. What's it feel like that now he's he's coming along? He's in the junior team, the world team, and looking like going to the Maple Leafs. How does that feel?
It's a little, I guess, the nerves now that he's been drafted are over. The waiting for the draft was probably the most nervous part. Now it's just kind of anticipating, hopefully, that he makes the Leafs, and if he does make that team and they release him, maybe he gets a chance to play for the World Juniors again.
Right.
So yeah.
And as parents, how do you help him manage that expectations and stay level-headed?
I talk to him all the time.
Really?
Yeah, just give him some advice the best I can.
And what would that advice be?
Just keep his feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Just stay humble.
Yeah.
I think be nice, be kind.
I think it's great advice.
Yeah.
I think that's good. And about longevity in sport.
Yeah.
Mom's got the toughest job too, because she's always on him about his eating habits. Because as you can see, Mitch is not a big eater. So there's always a little bit of a battle with Mom and Mitch over eating an extra steak or an extra piece of chicken.
He's getting better.
And where did the sports come from? Where in the family is it
he was just, I told the story before to a few people, but he was just born with, I would say, exceptional motor skills from an early age. Like, he played rep soccer, he played rep lacrosse, he played rep hockey, and was very good at all of them. And we have an older boy who's a good athlete as well. But now that I've been around it a little bit, I truly believe some of these athletes are born a little bit gifted. They're just wired. I would say they're wired a little bit different. And with Mitch, I mean, right from when he was 2 years old, like, he could run full speed and kick a soccer ball with both feet. The first time he picked up a lacrosse stick, it was easy for him. So it's been natural for him. Like, we've worked hard at keeping him.
And last thing, what's the most special moment with watching Mitch play? When has there been that?
I would probably say this year winning the Memorial Cup, because it's a very hard trophy to win. And we were there in Mitch's rookie year in the OHL. We went to the Memorial Cup, but we lost 3 games straight. So to get back there and to actually win it, and him to be able to hoist the cup and be co-captain with Christian was probably the most special moment.
Did you have a tear?
Did I have a tear?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
Did you have a tear?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I stopped
I still think it's so unreal. I can still think, oh my gosh, like, what an accomplishment that team. It's phenomenal. Yeah, it was really exciting.
Well, we've made him a guarantee that he's got to bring the Stanley Cup, because now he's talked to the Australians.
Yeah.
All right, we make a promise to you now.
And
if you make a promise, thank you. Stanley Cup, will you give us another interview with us now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Done.
I'll look better.
Thank you. Well, thanks for giving your time, mate. That is so exciting. Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
time,
Nice to
buddy.
meet you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.